You probably are tired of your old self, the old habits, and the person you are right now, and it has come into your mind to change and have a better and a life of your dreams. You live the same patterns, the same habits, same mornings and nights for months and years, and now you want a change. You want a new life, a new daily routine, but you don't know how. And the answer is self-conscious transformation. How you can do that depends entirely on you. So in order for you to undergo a genuine transformation of identity, that means a fundamental change in the way you perceive yourself and your place in the world, you must engage in a deliberate mental and emotional practice. And to truly change yourself, to become a new version of who you are, one that matches your deepest desires, you need to start by focusing your attention inwardly. This process is simple and begins by selecting a specific statement or thought, what Neville calls a given phrase. For example, if your desire is to be healthy or you want to be wealthy, loved, or successful, you need to choose a phrase like I am completely healthy and strong, or I am financially secure and free, or you choose I am deeply loved and appreciated. This phrase must imply that what you want has already happened. Not that it's going to happen in the future or that you hope it happens, but that it is already true right now. For instance, instead of saying one day I will find love, you need to say something like I'm now in a loving and a happy relationship. The key here is to speak and think from the end result, not about how you will get there. This phrase is not arbitrary. It's not something that is chosen randomly. It must be carefully chosen because it serves as the seed of change. It's something that will determine and represent your life after some months or the next weeks or the next years. Most people know about meditation that it is sitting in silence, trying to quiet the mind or reach a state of thoughtlessness. While that type of meditation is good and is valuable, but Neville here uses meditation differently. Meditation in this context doesn't necessarily refer to traditional stillness or silence, but rather to focused and sustained attention. It is the act of dwelling on this phrase with intention and emotional engagement. He is not referring to practices of stilling the mind or detaching from thought. Instead, he's talking about a very active inner process, one that is intentional, imaginative, and emotionally rich. That means to focus your attention not aimlessly, but directed toward a specific thought, scene, or phrase. This attention is not fleeting or shallow, it is sustained. That means you return to it over and over again with deep concentration and care. You do not try to escape thought, but rather to choose the right thought, right statement, and dwell in that statement. Now listen carefully. This given phrase that you choose should represent the fulfillment of your desire. The phrase you choose must not describe a distant hope or wish that is coming, that will come in the future. It must not contain something that you hope to happen in the future. Instead, it must imply the present reality of the ideal that you desire. It must be that what you want has already been fulfilled. For example, instead of saying, I want to be successful, you need to say inwardly and affirm, I am successful. The shift in language here is very important and crucial. You don't hope for success, but you are living from that state of already having achieved success. Now you take that phrase and you repeat that within yourself, not just intellectually and mechanically, but with feeling, emotionally and imaginative, and must be repeated consistently and persistently until it takes your attention away from other things, and your attention is fully absorbed in that act as a reality, and you are fully focused and living that act just as though it is real. It is interesting here in this state of meditation or in the state akin to sleep, because you are half awake, but you don't want to wake from the dream because it looks so real and you want to continue it until all of a sudden you wake up and you think, how am I here? You will understand me in this point only if you experience it yourself. So in this state, you need to think, speak, and feel it until your inner being begins to shift, and over time, because you did this, it will begin to take root into your subconscious mind. And since you do that, you are not repeating the phrases anymore. You are feeling it as truth and you become possessed by it, which means it occupies your inner awareness completely. And it becomes your dominant state of consciousness. So your mind becomes saturated that what you desire is already yours. So imagine it like this. You have discipline, you have control of your thoughts and beliefs. And imagine you feed your subconscious mind only with fulfilled assumptions and beliefs every day, every night, every hour. Your life will start to change completely. That's how rich people think. Of course they have doubts, but their dominant thoughts are of their wish fulfilled and constant assumptions of solved problems and how it feels to solve them. But this is not always about wealth, it can be applied on everything. And Neville states, hold fast to your noble convictions or conversations. Nothing can take them from you but yourself. Nothing can stop them from becoming objective acts. So you must remain loyal to these inner beliefs and the conversations you have with yourself about who you are and what is true for you. These constant and dominant inner dialogues shape your outer life. Neville refers to these as noble because they are aligned with your higher self, with your ideal vision. And holding fast means not allowing doubt, fear, or appearances to shake your commitment to these inner truths. And no external force, circumstances, person, or condition can stop you of these inner beliefs unless you allow it. You are the only one who has the power to abandon your assumptions. Your inner world is under your control. If you remain firm in your belief, it cannot be undone by anything outside of you. No one in this world has much power in you but yourself. Once you have fully assumed a belief, once it has taken deep root into your consciousness, it must externalize itself in your physical world. If you persist in the assumption that your desire is already fulfilled, the external world will inevitably conform to that inner truth. This is not magic, but a spiritual law. What is impressed upon the subconscious mind will, sooner or later, express itself in outer reality. So what you have to do in simple practice steps is this. Choose a powerful statement or phrase that assumes that it is fulfilled. Let it be an overall statement, like for example, let it be for just one desire, or let it be for multiple desires. And now enter its fulfillment and repeat it inwardly with emotion and attention, and hold to it until it feels natural and real, until you really love it and embody that feeling and become possessed by it. And now you stay loyal to that belief. This is very important, no matter what happens on the outside. Do not let doubt or fear steal it from you, because the only person who can ruin that belief is you. You create, but you can also kill it and stop it from coming. So that's it for this video, and let me know in the comments if you have used this method and what did you manifest. And I'll see you in the next video where I'm going to create a video on how to use this teaching, this practical exercise on how to create wealth. And now let us go into the silence.